Carl here from Games, Brains and a Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for short, with an album review of Throat's new Smile Less. Smiles are contagious after all, so in these troubled times, Throat urges you to smile less, with a third album carrying a significantly darker tone compared to the band's previous output, albeit the light at the end of a tunnel that has always been quite dim. While the foundations of Throat's sound remains in 90s noise rock, Smile Less pushes its way through all boundaries. Smile Less comes out on vinyl, CD and digitally 14th of May 2021 via Svart Records. Now there's a chill in the air, one that steals your high spirits and slowly removes the smile from your face. Like mindless drones, we await our fate in the churning cold as part of the conveyor line. Moody, mind-altering and noisily chaotic when it needs to be. It's a very effective entry into Throat's new album, and what kind of uncivilized, bewildering commotion will emanate throughout. This is a solid start. It's the sort of thing that gets you slap bang into Throat's mind frame on this album. Super bassy, but with a beat that gets the foot tapping. Grounding is a track that gets momentously darker and heavier as it goes on, where a touch of catchiness makes it stand out. Whereas Shots has a ton of noise rock energy that begs to be grooved to. Short and succinct stuff. The variety here is massive, and it continues into the buzzing, clamour and repetitive beat of Deadpan, where intense bursts of heavy noise rock keep things perfectly balanced and on tenterhooks. Never really sure quite where Throat might go next, but always excited to find out. I had a blast with this album, as hopefully you can tell. And like some dark being pounding on your door, desperate to be let in, the thumping drums at the start of Home Is Where You're Hurt terrifies. The expanding and deepening darkness of the effects makes for a truly horror-infused start to the track. The arrival of disconsolate spoken words doesn't exactly come for either. It's around the halfway point that the door bursts fully open, and what wanted to come in is standing right there, menacingly tall. There is no hiding. Throat have unleashed something truly warped upon us all. It reaches at a hand, you have little choice but to take it. Easily one of the most unique tracks you'll hear this year, maybe even further back than that. Then something with a bit more upbeat pep, as much as Throat can actually manage on this album, is needed, and Vanilla Cuts has the vitality that is desired. It's short-lived though, as the rumble and groaning of guitars, backed up by those ever-present heavy drums, comes bubbling back to the surface on the finale of Hospice. Methodical and focused, one flash of grandness fleetingly puts a smile back on the face before the track descends into squeals and screeches to close things out. It is an excellent finish and is strange, but astoundingly exciting as everything else in the album. It is an attention-seeking album, but for good reason. It deserves it. Throat have nailed this, knocked it out of the park. Very, very exciting stuff. Make sure you check it out. It is out on May 14th, 2021 via Svart Records. Let us know what you think of it in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com, as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts, and of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal, what else is life for?